Well, the news of my retirement from the airlines has been greatly exaggerated. We're here on Manly Beach outside of Sydney, Australia on another airline layover after taking nearly a month of flying off the month of March, mostly due to the weather back there in Northern California. So, well, a little bit about today's flight. It was another nice, uneventful flight from Los Angeles down here to Sydney. About a 15.5 hour flight. Took off about 11 p.m. or so there out of Los Angeles and flew for about 15.5 hours, landing here about 7 a.m. in the morning. So about the time the kids went to bed, slept all through the night, got up, went to school, and well, they're on vacation right now, spring break, but they would have been going through school and getting done from school. We were still flying the airplane by the time we landed here in Sydney, some 15.5 hours later. Very long haul. But again, the thing that makes this particular trip great is that you got 4 pilots. So we had 2 good crew rests, almost getting a full 7 hours of sleep last night, despite the turbulence going through the intertropical convergence zone there. But a good uneventful trip down here to Sydney. So what happened last month, March, with the ebb and flow of the airline industry, supply and demand, I was able to drop my trips for the month of March. And it worked out good because the weather got so bad that with all the snow there back home, we had to end up housing all our relatives, all of Jenny's relatives, at the house as the power went out and the snow got up to 40 inches deep, and it was too unsafe for them to operate out of their homes with no power, and I was able to keep things going with that little Honda generator. I found the sun, by the way. It's down here in the southern hemisphere. So that worked out good, taking the whole month of March off. And again, thanks to your support on the YouTube channel, I was able to afford to do that. So this month, April, I got 3 of these Sydney trips lined up, and that's a pretty full month of flying. Each Sydney trip is worth about 30 hours. So that's that's nearly 90 hours of flying. The third trip spills in a little bit into the next contractual month, but that's a full month's worth of flying. And I still got to get landing currency there in the middle of the month as well. So I'm going to try and drop that middle trip and fly 2 Sydneys and 1 landing sim here in the middle of April. So that's the report here from Sydney. Still alive and well, working for the airlines. It's still... No matter how you cut it, it's a long, long flight coming down here, even with the 4 pilots. Thanks so much for your support of this channel, especially the folks over on Patreon. There's some nice looking pubs back over here. They're going to require some investigation. Let's go check it out.